Thank you for joining me today, and you're welcome to Enjoy Marital Bliss. And I'm Judy Daniele Magoro. And today's topic, I'll be talking to singles and people that are preparing to get married. And this will help you to ensure you're choosing the right person. So thank you so much for joining. And I want to really encourage you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not yet subscribed. And if I tell you, if you're this person who wants to really enjoy marriage and you want to have a deeper relationship with God, this is a channel for you. Subscribe and check in every week. We have powerful videos that is able to build you up and help you. So don't forget to help us to subscribe and to share this video with your friends and your family. Now, I want you to know that marriage is a journey of faith. Now, you need a checklist so you can choose the person, the right person to invest your faith on. There are some certain things you need to know. I call it marriage checklist. There are some certain things you need to know that will help you to choose the right person now to journey with, because it's a journey of faith. There is no certainty. There is nothing that tells you really. There is nothing that says this marriage must work. But there are some certain things you know. You know that at least you're working with the right person and it will make the journey easier. So then for you to choose the right person, there are first two discovering that you need to make. And now this work is for you and you have to be diligent. You cannot deceive yourself when you're making this discovery. So the first discovery is when you meet a person, you have to know, will this person make a great team with me? It is very important. Will this person make a great team with me? There are people who will make a great team with you, and that's who you're looking for. Someone who will team up with you, and together you will have the best of both of you. That's what you're looking for. Now, there are people who will not make a good team with you. That does not make them a bad person. They are not just for you. And then when you find those people, please don't try and force yourself and force things. You will be doing yourself harm if you know that this person does not bring out the best of me and I do not bring out the best of this person, and then you are still trying to force it. You will do yourself harm. The journey will be so terrible. And then you come short of who God have created you to be, because you're not with the right person. So that's your first discovery. Will this person make a great team with me? Will I make a great team? Now, I want you to know there are some people you will make a great team with, but they don't make a great team with you. So you have to be sure that both sides, that you make a great team with each other. Number two discovery that you need to make, and this is very important, is the raw material of the person you are intending to spend your life with. There are some people that will meet your social and economic qualities, is what you want. They are the values you want. But they are raw material, they are wicked beings. They don't have emotions, they don't have feeling, they are selfish. The worst thing that can happen to any person is to marry someone who is wicked. Now, God did not create any person wicked, but people can choose to be wicked. They can choose to take that part of wickedness. On the other hand, you might find someone who might not meet your social like economic value and some of the things that you think you want. And those people, they are kind. The person might be very kind, very considerate, somebody who have respect for other people's view of life, somebody who have a great vision for tomorrow, somebody who will respect you and value you. And that person, even if they don't naturally meet your economic value or whatever value you think you love or you're looking for, and if their raw material is kindness, is love, are people who can make sacrifice, people who have respect for others and have value, family value, that person will make your journey a whole lot easier than the person who you think is already made and some of the things you like, and then their raw material is wickedness. Their raw material does not fit what you're looking for. So it is your responsibility to look beyond everything else and look at this person's makeup. Who are they? What kind of heart do they have? How do they perceive life? This is very, very important. This discovering, they will ensure your happiness, or they can contribute to your future discomfort, and they can lead to divorce. So it's very important you discover this. Now, there are other checklists that I want to share with you today. And one is, this is you. You need to do this. This person that I'm intending to settle with, do I disagree with them more than I agree with them? This is very important. And be sincere when you're taking this quiz or this checklist or whatever you choose to call it. Then if they agree more with you, that's a very good one. But if they disagree more than they agree with you, now that you're not in the same roof, it will be worse when you come together. That's a red flag. You need to look at that. Then number 2, checklist. Do you genuinely enjoy their company? Can you be emotionally, or can you be intimate with them and yet comfortable with them? Now, when I said intimate, these are the things that I'm talking about. I will share with you. Number 1, the area of intimacy or alikeness that I'm talking of is, number 1, are you emotionally alike? Are you emotionally intimate? Are you emotionally alike? Now, for you to actually enjoy marriage journey with any person, you have to be emotionally connected to this person. It's very key that you know that. And on the other hand, if you are someone who is emotional, who like to express your emotions, and then you marry someone who is completely non-emotional, some people who you can describe to be someone who is very hard, then you will feel wounded most of the time as you journey with them, because they are going to hurt you and they will not even know. And there are some things you're looking for that they will never remember to do or to tell you. And those things, as little as you might think emotions are, they are very key to human beings, to people who are emotional. They just want to hear, I love you. They just want to hear some things that can help them. So if you're an emotional person, watch out. Don't marry somebody who is not emotional, who does not even regard your emotion, who is a hard person. It's going to be tough on you. Number 2, are you spiritually alike? Are you spiritually alike? This is very key to your progress, to your success, and everything in your home. Your spiritual alikeness is very key to every other area. Let me say this. If you don't have the same spiritual views, if one of you or you are correctly spiritually grounded and the other party is not, I'm telling you, most of the battles you will fight in your marriage will be the hole that the other person creates in the wall of your marriage. Now, the enemy is very smart. So what he does is to look for the weak person. And so he begins to bring things through that weakness to you. So if you are rightly spiritually connected, what I mean is if you're rightly connected with God, that's what I mean by spiritually connected with God. You want somebody who is spiritually alike with you. It will make life a whole lot easier, and you will not forever be fighting unnecessary battle because you're married to someone who does not see life spiritually, the way you see it, who does not have the same understanding. Yes, I know that people can grow spiritually, but before you start the journey, you should see a likeness. I'm not talking of growth. I'm not talking who is more spiritually mature, but there should be spiritually a likeness. If you want to have a beautiful marriage, and you have a beautiful ride in the journey of marriage. Number 3, am I 3 or 5? Whatever number I am. Okay, I'm number 3 when I'm talking about a likeness. So number 3, are you intellectually alike? This is so important. You cannot ignore this. You want to be able to have a partner that can hold a conversation. It's very important. You have to be on the same page intellectually. You have to be able to feed one another intellectually. It's very key. Why is this important? Because if someone cannot hold a conversation and you can have a meaningful talk with a person to the point of understanding and you are in the same page, that means your communication will have an issue. And when there is no understanding and communication in marriage, it is so tough because that's the backbone of every marriage. Successful marriage ride on good communication and understanding of one another. So it's very important that you marry someone who is intellectually alike. I have seen a lot of homes struggling just for this purpose. When you marry someone who is not intellectually alike with you, it's very important. It's the key to communication and understanding is the key to a successful marriage. And so therefore, you have to ensure that the person you want to marry is intellectually alike with you. Then number 4, are you socially alike? This is also very important. You want to make sure that you can socially relate. Like I told you, marriage is a journey, it's not a destination. So you want to enjoy this journey. You want to be able to, socially connect to one another. I have seen that if you're not socially alike, the other person that have to give up so much in order to accommodate the second party will almost feel they are giving up their whole life because everything they love, they almost want to sacrifice that to accommodate the other person. And if they are not able to accommodate, if they say, okay, I just want to go, for instance, if you love to travel and you marry, and that's what you love to do, and you marry somebody who does not want it at all, who does not even like to leave the room and is always walk home, you're going to almost sacrifice that you love. Now, marriage also demands sacrifice, but there should be a meeting point. So if you know that you are this person and that person is the other way around socially, you might have to consider that because you might be ignoring it right now, but in the future, this can begin to bring issues. And it will look as though you have sacrificed everything. You're no longer you. You're supposed to be married and still be you and still be able to like the things you like and do some of the things you love to do as long as it does not negatively impact your spouse. So you should ensure, if you want to enjoy marriage, that you'll be socially alike. And this is key. For instance, I am very socially alike with my husband. So some of the things that I like is what he likes. So because of that, we are able to connect. My husband rarely will go out. I don't go out either. So we have a way of connecting. We love the same thing. Some things that we want that makes my heart, that bring joy to me is, for instance, I want to go for a spiritual conference. And that's what he wants. I want to go to where I can worship. That's what he wants. Though I'm using spiritually alike, but socially, we still like the same things. So because of that, you find that you are at peace. The other person does not feel robbed. That, because I'm married to you now, I can no longer be myself. And trying to be myself is bringing issue. So it's very important that you are socially alike. You cannot ignore that. So, and finally, number 5, sexually alike. Are you sexually alike? Now, people who are in relationship outside of marriage, does not necessarily have to engage in intimacy to know if they are intimately alike. If you're socially alike, if you're spiritually alike, emotionally alike, intellectually alike, 98% of the time you'll be sexually alike. So you don't need to do it first. People in the world will tell you, oh, how do you know if you're compatible sexually? That's the lie of the enemy. If you can check this point, you are 98% you're going to be intimately alike. Because what makes a great intimacy is those 4 points that I've just pointed out to you. It's not the art, it's the connection, is enjoying each other, the connection, being able to hold a conversation, be comfortable with each other. Those are what actually make good sexual connection and intimacy. So your life is very precious. I'll say this again. Your life is very precious. Marriage is not an escape to anywhere. It is not an escape. It's a journey. It's a life on its own. So you're not trying to escape from single to be married. So don't take these things, don't ignore these things and say, I just want to be married. No, I want to remind you, as a single person watching this broadcast, you are a whole being of your own. You are whole, looking for a whole person to marry. You're not half being. It is wrong for somebody to think that you need another person to complete you. It's not true. You are a whole being looking for a whole partner, then you become married. Don't be in a rush to the point that you ignore some important, steps that will make tomorrow beautiful. Thank you so much for watching this broadcast. And I want to remind you, please, share this broadcast with your friends and your family. It will be a blessing to them, and you will help me to reach families around the world with this message. And God bless you. Bye-bye.